what's happening? Let's ride! Vroom vroom!
Let's ride. Let's ride.
I'm CHANEY from RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 2. And today we're going to be talking all things finale, all things Drag Race UK, all things about my whole journey on Drag Race. So stick around if you want to talk some shit about the whole season and you want to see me get ready for the runway this week. And oh my god, let's all address the elephant in the room. I won RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 2! Well, I fucking won RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
It's like Christmas coming early. Santa's here early. I'm ecstatic.
I'm pissing myself with excitement, and do you know what? I'm just looking forward to the rest of my career, going around the world spreading all my stupid silly fart jokes to all of you out there, whether you want them or not. But anyway, enough of that shit. Let's get on to the video. Even though each of my brows are going to be different colours, I'm still going to be using my iMagic Flash palette. Is it even iMagic anymore? No, it's Athena! Yeah! Hey! So I'm using my Primark foundation, my go-to. I've just put a bit of it in my hand to warm it up to start concealing around these bad boys to make them look like good guys. Right, now I've fixed my shitty eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and blend all this out. Honestly, preparing for Drag Race is like the hardest, most stressful thing ever. And we had to do it twice. We had to do one pre-COVID and one during COVID.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
You know, all the things we take for granted, is, you know, especially in the real world where everything's open, everything's fine pre-COVID, where you can jump into Primark for nails and tights and fishnets and things like that. Suddenly all these shops were shut and we had to prepare while everywhere was shut, and we weren't allowed people in our houses for fittings and we weren't allowed anything like that, so it was a real make-do moment. We don't have big designer friends with huge studios. I have a few pals that come over to my house and get creative. So we all kind of had to make it work by giving this piece to this person, then passing it along. It was very much like pass the magic object round the circle. And I was the magic object, getting passed about. The reason I always contour my temples first is so that this white highlight is perfect, clean and stark white, so there's no kind of brown powder or fade in here, so it looks a wee bit more sexy and satisfying. I'm taking my 070 Krylon TV paint stick to cut my underbrow to highlight it. Right, now that's my eyebrows, eyes, all that prepped, primed and ready. I'm going to continue working my way down my face with my nose. I'm using the iMagic Flash palette again. I'm using the colour brown to start contouring that snout. This takes a fucking age, people, because I'm shit. For the bottom half of my foundation today, guys, you'll be very proud to know that I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation, and it says here in some fancy language, Fond de teint lumineux. So you know it works.
Is it crack? Is that what you smoke? Do you smoke crack?
I know it looks a wee bit orangey, but you kind of want that as a mid-tone. I'm so pale, the white is closer to my natural skin colour than this, so this will act as a nice mid-tone. And maybe when it oxidises it'll look
more orangey.
More orangey, yeah.
Girl, look how orange you look, girl.
This is the foundation I used to use when I was getting ready for gigs. Do you remember it? I'd spend all my time making sure this part was nice, because that would be the part, you know, the eyes are where everyone looks at you first. That's where people are looking right at you in your fucking eyeballs. So the eyebrows need to look nice. As long as that's good, you can have a shitty lip. Now I'm going to use the Krylon TV paint stick white 070 on all my highlight areas. I tend to not put a lot of white under here. I just put like a little a dab of it.
It just appalled me. I was disgusted and highly embarrassed.
I used to do it quite a lot and very heavy white under the eyes, but then it turned very cakey, and the only cake I like is the one you can ingest and makes you gain weight. I don't like cakiness under my eyes. Not for me. Honestly, everyone will see in the reveal thing of what would you say to Baby Loza? No one is getting bullied from that kid. No one's getting bullied from that kid. That kid is getting bullied. I live just like my sex life. I'm always at the bottom of the pack. Right, now I've powdered my face like a freshly washed arse. I'm gonna brush all this excess off and fill in my chin. Well, all three of them. Honestly, my favourite standout kind of moments for me in the kind of drag race journey I've been on have definitely been my monster mashup look. I fucking loved that. Apart from people saying that they hated the red tights, but you know, if I wore nude tights, they'd have been like, "You mean skin?" F off. I'm really proud as well from being, can we appreciate across the COVID break, I was the person that started crying when they were told to 1-2 step. And now, flash forward to being in a girl group with the skinny, beautiful model girls, and I actually kept up with them in a dance. Now my verse, but I danced to a Highland jig and I was up in the gig. So I was really, really proud of that. And my God, I think we can all agree that Phyllis Bitchell. Full stop. But yeah, so I've had a really, really crazy journey. There's been lots of ups, there's been lots of downs. I was proud that I was always authentically myself at all times. Whenever it was good or whenever it was bad as well. I wasn't just like, oh look, I'm perfect. No one's perfect, you know? Now I'm going to move ahead to contouring my face, drawing in the neck, making the nose look deeper, making myself look like I've got cheekbones, all that shit. Lovely. Oh, I love contouring my razor burn. Definitely one of my regrets is I'm really sorry for the way I treated Ellie, because it is hard, because me and Ellie have been through so many ups and downs that we do have these little spats at each other where we go, your lashes squint. And I'm like, well, you've had f***ing running order. You know, where's my money for the gig? You know, where's my £5 from that Nando's I got you the other week? But I guess it doesn't always come off the way you want it to, so that's fine, that's fair enough. We move on, we've crossed the line, we've crossed the bridge. So I'm just really excited to be able to tour with all the girls now. I mean, in the show, you f***ing hate everyone that's there. All the girls, when I'd make RuPaul laugh, they were like... They were f***ing furious! It was weird because when you're in that competition phase, you don't think it's weird, you don't think it's abnormal, but then watching it back, you're all like, oh, sorry about that, sorry. So now I'm using the same blush I used on my temples of doom on my forehead, and I'm taking it, dust it off, and we're gonna warm up these cheeks. Just gonna put a bit of blush on my nose. Hold on, that's contour. I don't want an extra. I don't want to be brown nosing anyone. Yeah? Right, now my base is all done. I'm going to move on to my eyes. To my f***ing peepers.
Dula Peepa. Dula.
Her name's Dua Lipa, but you call her Dula Peep.
Dula Peepa, I'm sorry.
For the eyes, as always, you've seen this step a million times before. It's my same eye shape that Raven told me to get fucked. Get fucked. Now, for my eyeshadow, today I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection. It's a lovely purple palette, and this is a purple finale look. So it would not be complete without this palette. So let's get it fucking cracking. And I'm going to start placing this purple eyeshadow here, and again building up as we normally do, putting in some black, layering up the black, because you need to use black very sparingly or else it'll look like a fucking horrible mess. My drag. My two main shows that I love watching are Doctor Who and Drag Race, and here's hoping I get on Doctor Who someday, but the chances of that are slim. But I thought, again, like Doctor Who, that my chances of getting on Drag Race were slim, but I made it. F***ing made it. And I'm just very proud of my audition tape still, so I'll probably do some sort of reaction video to it or some shit if you want to.
Yes, yes, yes. Bloody hell yeah.
If you want that, if you don't, it may never see the light of day because it may be a little offensive, but it's rather fabulous. And it got me on the race. I find it very funny that one of my main criticisms while being on the show was that I was playing up being Scottish or playing it up for the cameras and all that stuff. I'm like, no, it's a testament to how little we see actual Scottish representation in media, to the fact that every time I spoke on an episode, folk would say that I was faking my accent. Oh well, the voice must be fake. You must be fake at home. You're fake. My makeup's fake. My voice is not fake. Hate it. Right, I'm taking a wee bit of this blush so it's more pink toned. Yeah. You know, just to help blend out all that purple so it isn't as unnatural looking, do you know? To cut my crease, I'm using my MAC Dazzle Shadow Liquid Eyeshadow. Yes, that is a f***ing tongue twister and it's in shade Stars in Your Eyes. Pure f***ing sparkles in your eyes. I thought they were just cataracts. Now I've filled in my crease, I'm going to go in and fill in the rest of my liner using my Kiko Daring Look Eye Marker, glorified Sharpie, where you just go bing bang bong and it's f***ing sing sang song done. There we go, yeah. Right, now, using my NYX Epic Wear White Liquid Liner, I'm going to lighten up and brighten my inner corners. Now to finish off my eye area, I'm going to take my MAC Dazzle Shadow Liquid to highlight my underbrow in Diamond Crumbles. Now we're done with my eyes, so we're going to zoom this camera out because it's too f***ing close, and I'm going to do the rest of my finishing touches of my makeup, and then we're going to get into the final look. So I'm going to take this red from the iMagic Flash palette, we're going to line my lips. To fill in my lips today, I'm using Give Face Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Not Safe for Work, NSFW. And I'm going to liberally...
I can't understand your accent.
After this whole Drag Race journey, I've basically learned to chill the f*** out. And also I've learned that even if it's something you're not confident in or comfortable in, it's about how you face that challenge. You know, I'm 23 on the show, and I feel like the growing up I've done even in the past year has been so shocking. Like, it's been major. You know, I remember in the Rusical, I was like, well, I'm a comedy queen, so I don't do this. And then it was like a switch in my head that I just turned off. Because look at the Snatch Game. That was something I should have done well in, and I didn't. So I think turning that switch off in my head was the best thing I've done for me out of drag and in drag as well. Right, now I'm going to jump off camera throwing my lashes, wig, costume and glue my badges to my ears. And I'll be right back with a finished look. Get! And this is the final look, babes! Oh my god, what a whirlwind this experience has been. I am really proud of my whole journey on Drag Race UK. I'm proud of all my runway looks. So I'm really so proud of me and all my friends' work this whole season. It has been a labour of love, a labour of tears, I've been in labour basically for 9 months and finally the baby has arrived, and that baby has been Drag Race UK. And I'm very proud of the moments that me and RuPaul have had together. Many meaningful moments talking about sucking willies.
Like sucking dick and cock. I would never do that ever in a million years.
Many moments talking about f***ing me sideways. And a lot of moments talking about how amazing I'd be at Snatch Game and how I bombed. Drag Race as a whole is a pressure cooker. It's a really, really hot environment that when you're there, you feel like everyone's just wiped their arse with one of your cats. Do you know what I mean? You're just fuming at everyone. You're like, she looked at me the wrong way. She got a badge. She went home. Somehow you hate the queens that went home as well. I wouldn't change any of it for the f***ing world, right? Thank you to all the amazing Drag Race and World of Wonder crew and production team. I love you all so much. Thank you for changing my life. It means a lot to me because I lived in a shitbox flat that stank of shit and occasionally had mice all through it. And now I still live in that same shitbox flat, but I've got a scented candle now. Now, my inspiration behind this runway look for the finale, definitely I was inspired by Namilia. I just love the shapes they do. I love how they contour the body. So I really wanted to not steal that, but like me and my friends were like, oh, let's do this and make it suited to a plus size figure. Let's make it fit and work for Loza at Drag Race, you know? So big shout out to my friend Connor at Get Frocked UK, who made the whole dress, panelled it, layered it. It was a wee bit stressful, but shout out to me for dyeing all the mesh. All this mesh I hand dyed to match this scuba because we couldn't find any f***ing mesh that matched, could we? No, of course we couldn't, because it was a pandemic. And of course, no Lawrence Chaney look would be complete without some stoning, ho ho, from Kim Khaos at Exotic Ecadesiast. And when it came to jewellery, I made a joke to RuPaul before the coronavirus break. I was like, oh, I've got enough badges to make a set of earrings. And then RuPaul laughed, and then I was like, hold on. Hold on, Squire! I'm gonna wear these bastards as earrings. So I thought, why not? Why not wear the badges as earrings and have one on your tip? Why not? Also a big shout out to Swoon Nails for nailing me up. Now, for the final time, thank you so much everyone for watching. You can follow me at Lawrence Chaney on Instagram, at Shady Lawrence on Twitter, and please subscribe and click that notification bell end so you can watch all of my brand new videos post Drag Race. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.